Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's running of the High Octane Sim Series right here on 10-4 Broadcasting. Tonight, we're going racing at Kansas, one of my favorite tracks in all of NASCAR. I really love Kansas and I really love Chicagoland, but we all know what's happening with Chicagoland, so unfortunately, I have to revert to this track, Kansas. Last week was Martinsville, and boy, was it a wild one. We move on to race number 9 here in this series. And these guys are qualifying right now, and a little something different this week. When they do finish qualifying, they will be switching to a 10-minute practice session, so don't be alarmed when you're just looking at them practicing for 10 minutes after qualifying. Right now, Keith Fallen in that number 24, Captain Jack's Chevrolet. By the way, this is the Captain Jack's 173 here at Kansas. We have 2 stage breaks tonight. Let me pull up my notes here. Stages are lap 52, lap 104, and then the end of the race is lap 173. It's partly cloudy, 86 degrees, 59% humidity, and 8 miles an hour from the east. Right now, as we look, Nick Alford now jumps to the top of the leaderboard in that number 95. Doing a great job bringing that car around the second lap. Even faster than his first, 31.26. Right now has him on the pole. Looks like we got about 18, 19, 20, 23 drivers here tonight as everybody's getting qualifying together right now. Take a look at Jeffrey Goodpaster here in that number 33 Superflow GT. Looks like he has finished his second lap. He's just kind of coasting down, and we'll go back here to Justin Lewis up to second place on his first lap. See what he can do on his second lap around in that number 77 Chevrolet. A lot of Chevys here tonight. Looks like we only got 3 Fords, 2 Toyotas, and the rest are all Chevrolet. Isaac Emerson in the chat. Let's have a good, fun, clean race today, boys. Unfortunately, looks like he is in New York for the weekend. Well, hey, relax, sit back, and watch some good racing here tonight with the High Octane Sim Series. And it looks like, Brandon 6 throws down a hot one. Takes the lead away from Nick Alford in that number 66. 6 in the 66. That's kind of funny. Only 3 drivers have not taken the green flag to run their laps, but actually it looks like one of them is race control. So only 2 drivers have not qualified right now, and that is William Britton and EJ Marshall. EJ looks like he's coming to take his laps. We're going to ride on board with him, and we'll see what it's like to go around this track here at Kansas. Qualifying finish. He just missed the cutoff, unfortunately. So we got 10 minutes of warm up here. So sit back, relax. We'll just be watching these guys get ready, and I'll be back momentarily. So 10 minutes of practice. Don't go anywhere. Or 10 minutes of warm up. They're going to be practicing pits, restarts, things like that. Just trying to get everybody on the same page here. So don't go anywhere. 10 minutes, we'll be back, and we'll be bringing you the action live here at Kansas. And we are back here getting ready for the grid. Warm-up is over. Just watching these guys do their restarts. You know, it's a feat to get everybody on the same page. Pit road, taking the green flag, restart zone situation. But I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on 10-4 Broadcasting. As always, this is the High Octane Sim Series, brought to you by Captain Jack's. If you have not seen their food or had their food, listen, I have not had it. I'll tell you right now, I've not had it. But if I'm ever in the area, you better believe that I'm gonna be grabbing some Captain Jack's food. Captain Jack's Smokehouse. Huge shout out to them for being a sponsor here tonight. Also want to give a huge shout out to Dubby. Be Better, Jitterless Energy Blend. Make sure you check out them. I'll be giving you more information on both of them as the night progresses. But here tonight you can see the field lining up down pit road, getting ready for the action here tonight. See what kind of pit lane camera we got. It's alright. It's doable. 173 laps here at this one. It's kind of a wild night. We've a couple of our broadcasters having issues and not able to make it, so someone will be joining me later. Right now, it looks like your pole sitter, Brandon 6 in that number 66. Second place, Nick Alford in that 95. Justin Lewis in the 77. Keith Fallen in the 24. Michael Call in the 89 in 5th. Brian Messer in the 97 in 6th. Jeremy Richmond in 7th at 98. Julio in 8th. 9th is Ian Janik. And 10th is Rafe Hatlett. As we are getting ready to go green here. We're bringing you all the action here tonight from Kansas. And the green flag is in the air here at Kansas. Lap number 1 underway. Brandon's going to lead him off into turn 1. Nick Alford on the outside lane. We'll see who wants to be where here. Tire fall off is going to be a big thing here as they now look like they're going to fall in line for first and second place. Justin Lewis there right behind Nick. It looks like the number 89 is trying to make a move there on the 24 for fourth place. Goes to the inside. Nick drifts to the outside lane there. Looks like he's going to let the 77 go by, but the 77 checks up a little bit there. And Nick prevails back on the outside lane, able to keep that second place, while Michael Call in that 89 made a big move into third place there, right behind Nick. Oh, and the 24 is in the wall, trying to keep it up there away from everybody else. He is in that Captain Jack's car 3 wide off of turn 2. As everything gets settled in here, looks like they get 5 tire sets here tonight. The 18 just inside that 24. 24 trying to get his groove back on, but he is losing spots like crazy. And now it looks like somebody else is in the wall back there. Let's see who that was. Possibly, yeah, EJ Marshall in that number 16. Smacked that outside wall. Got a big pack here in the middle of the pack, about 10th place. A big battle here between Fetter Place, Fallen, and I want to say the other one is Bojnak. I hope I said that right. I will figure it out. Oop. And it looks like Brandon's trying to make a move on that number 18 of Rafe. Going to the inside there in that number 20 Bang Energy Toyota. Coming up behind Braden Ward. Oh, drifts up just a little bit there. Keeps it going though. Right now, Justin Lewis is your current leader. It looks like we had a lead change. I did miss that. I apologize. I was looking back in the pack with everything else going on. Was able to overtake Justin 6. He's been on the move up 2 spots right now. Our biggest mover though is EJ Marshall in that number 16. He's riding that outside lane, trying to get around that 24 of Keith Fallon. Keith has lost 10 spots since the drop of the green flag. We saw him get into the wall there a little early, as well as the 16 got in the wall as well, but looks like the 16 has been able to rally so far. Up 6 spots. Our next biggest mover is Braden in that number 53. Up 4 spots since the drop of the green flag. In 8th position right now. See if we can't ride on board with him. You see these drivers, a lot of give and take here. You can hear him just slowly getting back into the gas, coming through the apex of turn 3 and 4, coming off full throttle, getting right down to that white line, and then coming back up into the track surface and letting off just to be able to coast. It looks like the 77's in the wall of Justin Lewis. The leader looked like he may have got the wall. Man, look at that, Justin Lewis, hometown Columbus, Indiana. I'm just right up the road in Indianapolis. See if he got any damage on the right side of that thing. He may have not gotten in the wall. He may have just been really close to that outside lane. I could be wrong. I don't see any damage, so he might be all right. Because everybody now is single file here. Justin just chugging along right now as the leader. Yeah, I don't believe, let's see. Yeah, he just running real close to that wall, so I may have been incorrect on that, that he had hit the wall. But now Brandon 6 right up here, battling for the lead. Going to the inside of the 77. Oh, Nick's in the wall. Keeps it going though. But that's not going to feel good. Man, that 77 just gets so close to that outside wall. It's unbelievable he doesn't touch it. He comes oh so close. And the line is making the 66 have to really dig down into the turns to try to gain anything on him, but that outside lane is prevailing right now. As you go back here, and Nick lost 2 spots, fell back to 5th place right now after hitting that outside wall coming off of 4. Put a piece of paper in between him and the wall. I don't even think a piece of paper would fit Isaac. That's how close he is. Lewis still able to keep that lead. Doing a great job here. Right on the gyro cam on Brandon 6's Toyota. Got a good run there off of 2. Gonna go down to the inside here of Justin Lewis. He's gonna be able to make it stick though. That's gonna be the question. Just that outside lane keeps getting that good bite off the corner. And Justin Lewis able to he's really dialed in. He's just, he's running his line, not worried about Brandon on the inside. We're going to go take a look here through the rest of the field. EJ Marshall, talked about him being the biggest mover. Still the biggest mover, up 9 spots in 12th position right now. And now our second biggest mover is Brandon Fetterplace in 9th place right now. Doing a great job with that number 20 vehicle. See if I can't take a quick look at... I'm looking for something here real quick. Point standings, here we go. Right now, oh man, try to take a look here. Brandon Fetterplace is in first place. Nick Alford, then Julio, Zach, Kelly Thomas, Christopher Miller, Alan Bledsoe, Robert Ballard, Edward Marshall, and then Brian Messer is your top 10 right now. And it looks like a couple of guys have locked into the playoffs already with wins. Christopher Schaefer, Matthew Batby, Brendan Mathia, Jacob Fiffield, Jeremy Richmond, Bradley Hoots, Martin Plute, and Christopher Darling. So quite a few different winners here. Let me see. I think everybody has one win. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So no repeat winners yet here in this season. Yeah, I don't see why Lewis would want to change it. Whoa, Fetterplace got a little loose there, but now Justin Lewis made the pass. Let's see if we can't go back and take a look where that happened. Let's see. See if I can find it for you guys. Yeah, we'll go back here. This is a replay. This is 6 getting around. That number 77 finally able to complete that pass here. Man, does a great job off the corner that does, as Junior would say, the slide job off of turn 2. And the 77 Lewis gets right up on his tail, but now Brandon's got about a 2-second lead over that second place driver. About a second and a half right now. Jeremy Richmond in third in that number 98 5-star Cuts Chevrolet. Up 4 spots since the drop of the green flag. Yeah, so winners plus the 10. 18 drivers in the playoffs right now. That's going to be a wild playoff scenario. Right now, I believe Jeremy Richmond is locked into the playoffs. Taking a look at the points again on my end. Yep, Jeremy Richmond is locked in. Love to see that. You know, as a driver, just being able to lock yourself in, you just kind of, you don't really have to coast, but you really don't have to worry about what's going on around you and things like that when you're locked in that situation. Unlike when you look at somebody like Brian Messer, who is only 17 points ahead of Ian. So, you know, every point counts for those guys. Same with even you, Isaac. You are sitting P15 right now. And, I mean, you're not too far behind 10th place. Yeah, that's true, Isaac. He did kind of make that look too easy, like he got around him. So he's probably, you know, these guys realize they've got 5 sets of tires. They kind of got to take care of their stuff. And we'll check in with somebody here at the first caution. Well, the first stage break. Hopefully we can talk to somebody and see how their tire management was going. I'm always interested to hear what they have to say, and like to hear what different drivers possibly did to save their stuff. It looks like drivers are already in. EJ Marshall down pit road. Zach Rednius is in pit road. I think yeah, he missed his pit box. I thought he did, but I wasn't sure. Now he's in his pit box. EJ Marshall now coming back out on off of pit road onto the track. Was our biggest mover. And now Chris Schaefer is our biggest mover in that number 323 Camaro. Up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag, as well as Brandon Fetter Place. So now the question is, when is everybody else going to come down pit road? You know, I'm not sure what a pit window is here at Kansas in these Cup cars. But I believe I'm going to go look at the full. Here we go. So we're looking for. Scene. So this week we are at Kansas. Next week we're taking it to Richmond. Night race. 260 laps there, 6 sets of tires. That's going to be a good race. You're not going to want to miss that one. You going to be back for that one, Isaac? Hey, I totally understand that, missing some races. It gets the best of us. Typically, I race Friday night at a truck series, but I got lucky tonight. I'm here doing this, and they're just there racing in the All-Star race, so I didn't really have to be there. So I got lucky to be here tonight. And who was it? Was it? I was trying to see. Somebody just went flying around. Yeah, so William has fresher tires. I don't know if anybody else just saw that. He just went flying by Chris Schaefer. He's running. He's got new tires. He's running 32.14s, while the rest of the field's running low 33.5s and 9s. So he just flew right around him like he was sitting still. I believe I was told they could not make the stage on fuel with the field spread out. Some might be pitting now thinking there won't be a caution. Gotcha. That makes sense, Isaac. Because when it gets spread out like this, I personally never believe there's going to be a caution. Crazy things happen. But, you know, when you got a good group of guys like everybody here at High Octane Sim Series, you really don't have to worry about unnecessary cautions. You know, Martinsville was a little messy, but I mean, it's short, as Denny Hamlin would say, it's short track racing, you know, but I don't fault anyone for how things go at short tracks. They're difficult. I suck at them personally, so, you know, I have no one to talk about anything. But right now, back, just a quick look at the lead. Brandon Six is your current leader, still in that number 66, your pole setter. Justin Lewis in second, almost 3 seconds behind the leader. And then just behind him, he's got Jeremy Richmond in that number 98. And Nick Alford has been able to get his car back together and relax. He got in the wall there a little bit at the beginning of the stage. But it doesn't seem like it's affecting him too much. Julio sitting in 5th place. Keith Fallen also got into the wall, but doing just fine in 6th place. Brian Messer in 7th. Brandon Fetter Place in 8th. And Michael Call now coming down pit road was in 9th just before I jumped to him, but now he's coming down pit road to get that number 89 serviced. Also, Phoenix down pit road in the number 22, and Brendan. So all 3 teammates coming down pit road. Nice easy stop there. Doesn't mess up The pit doesn't miss the pit box. Looks like they're going to go with 4 fresh ones. Right now, Michael Cunningham moves into 9th place in that number 9. Chris Schaefer in that 23 in 10th. Paul in that number 8, In and Out Burger in 11th. The 18 in 12th. Robert in 13th in that number 32. Jeffrey Goodpaster in the 33, just behind him. Looks like Robert might be getting ready. Oh, Robert gets into the wall. Thought he was getting ready to go down pit road, but then I saw him go way down low and then way up high. So, not sure what happened there. Now it looks like Paul comes down pit road. Lap 33. We will be getting a caution here on lap 52. As right now, we are on lap 34. Or we're completing lap 34, heading to 35. Oh, now a bunch of more cars coming down. Justin Lewis, Nick's down pit road. Jeremy Richmond, Brian, Keith. Oh, looks like, who was it that just missed their pit box? I believe that was Jeremy Richmond in the 98. Down and away they are, coming out of pit road. Lost quite a bit of time there, but Nick's still on pit road. Minute and 2 seconds there. I wonder if he's getting damage repaired on that number 95, because it looked like a pretty good lick he took in that coming out of turn 4. So he could be getting things repaired on this number 95, so that way when they go back green for stage number 2, he'll be ready to go. So he lost a lot of time. Michael Cunningham now down pit road along with Chris Schaefer in that 23. Brandon's still your leader. Seeing how far he can stretch that thing. He isn't in a Toyota Camry, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's far. No pun intended. Joe Gibbs Motorsports, or Joe Gibbs Racing, whatever they're called. Oh man, the leader is in lap traffic, trying to not get into anybody. Goes to the inside of the number 33, and you see everybody else flying around him. They've got fresher tires. The 66 has 37 lap tires, while everybody else is sitting in at about 5 or 4 lap tires here. So also, the longer he stays out, the longer it's going to take that these guys are going to just chip away at his lead, because they're going to gain all that time before he goes into pits. But eventually, when he does go down pit road, it is going to bring things closer together, and he'll be the faster one at that point, and he'll be able to rally back to the front. Question is, when will he go down pit road? Looks like we got about 5 drivers who have not been down pit road. Robert Ballard in that 32. Oh, in the wall, 3 wide right here. Man, that 32 took a smacking to that outside wall. And that looks like he is going to come down pit road after that one. Hard hit to that outside wall. And now it looks like Brandon's also down pit road. Gets it slowed up just enough. He's got to make sure he hits his marks. Brandon's down pit road. Julio's down pit road. Robert's down pit road. It only leaves Jeffrey Goodpaster as the only driver who has not come down pit road to service his vehicle. So we'll see when he makes that call. If I were him, I might get gas and go. Might be slower on the track, but you'll be 5 to 10 seconds faster on pit road. You know, that's a good call, but let me take a look here at pit times. You know what? I believe you are correct because looking at his pit time, 10.32 seconds. The only other person who was remotely close to that was Justin Lewis in that number 77, ran an 8.68 second pit time. Everybody else 13 seconds, 14, 15 seconds. So you're right. I believe he did go with just fuel only. Actually, I think I saw him put on right sides in that situation. But that really doesn't hurt you time-wise on pit road. He's kept the lead. And he's about 2.5 seconds over second place of Brian in that number 97. So we'll see lap times. Right now, Brian just ran a 32.15. Jeremy Richmond ran a 31.86. Yeah, I think he just took right sides. When he came down pit road, I was looking at all the stats that I had, so I kind of missed that. Ran a 33.61, but he wasn't back fully up to speed. This right here will tell us where he's at in that perspective, because right now he would be about a 1.3 seconds slower than second place if he doesn't pick that pace up. But we'll see what happens when he comes across the line this time by. Hits those checkers. 32.78. Brian runs a... I think, did he already pass? He did. So he ran a 32.09. So the battle is tight right here. I'm going to ride on board with Brian. See if he can't reel him in. He's got 4 fresh ones. 6 has 2 right sides. Or right sides only, I guess I should say. And right now, looking at the field, when if caution was to come on right now, Nick in that number 95 would be the lucky dog as it stands. And we'll take a quick look at things back there for that. So there's Nick, and there is Keith. He's about 6 seconds off of Nick. So Nick right now would have that locked up pending the caution. Until 6 should still get top 5 stage finish, maybe top 3. It's gonna be, even if Brian does catch him. Well, now Jeremy, he's got to deal with Jeremy before he can even think about anything else now. And Jeremy even missed his pit box and is out here in 3rd place right now. So this is what Brandon wants to see. He wants to see these two battling it out, because the longer they battle, the farther away he's going to be able to pull, or even just keep it, maintain the distance that he has over these two, and bring home that that stage 1 victory. Don't go anywhere. When the caution comes out, we're going to talk to our stage 1 winner, whoever it may be. Big battle here, though, for 2nd and 3rd right now. Swapping positions back and forth. Jeremy Richmond in that number 98 5-star Cuts Chevrolet, battling alongside Brian Messer in that number 89. Or I'm sorry, 97. Look at wrong numbers over here. And now it looks like 2nd and 3rd has been settled. Now Jeremy's going to set his eyes on the leader of Brandon 6, which I don't know if he's going to have enough time, because lap 52 here is going to be our stage 1 break. And he is Only 3 laps away from that. Now, what'll be interesting here is the calls that get made after stage 1. Are these drivers going to, is this going to be their gambling time? Or are they going to gamble after stage 2 when they have the long stretch from lap 104 to lap 173? Yeah, because right now 6 is putting more distance between him and Richmond. Richmond's about 2 seconds back. Brandon here is just pole setter. He was able to just really reel this one in. He got passed there early on by Lewis, but now Lewis has dropped back to 5th place, 13.3 seconds off the leader. So, you know, for all the drivers watching, you know, now they may be thinking that in the middle of this, between stage 1 and 2, taking 2 tires instead of 4, or, you know, just fueling up to get you through the end of the stage. Because right now, no one even passed Brandon for the lead when he came down pit road, which I was totally amazed by, because typically I would expect somebody to pass him after they've been out there much longer than him. Yeah, I was taking and save the set for late race. You know, I was thinking that as well, because now you risk not having the tires that you want to have. Geez, that pace truck just went flying through there. Caution is out. Our stage 1 winner is Brandon 6. We'll get a word with him here very shortly. Don't want to interrupt his pitting situation, because I've done that and I've caused people to miss their pit box. So we're going to wait for him to come down pit road, come out of pit road, and we will have a quick discussion with our stage 1 winner of Brandon 6 with Keeping It Real Esports. Teammates Brandon Fetterplace and Edward Marshall, it looks like. Both drivers were biggest movers there in that first stage. They were doing a great job. She's taking those left sides. Now you should see the right side go up. Yeah, that pace truck was hauling the mail. And now down and away goes 6. And now we'll pull him up to have a discussion with him. See if I can make it happen here. Oops. Hey Brandon, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How's it going?
Hey man, you're making it look easy out there. You were taking your time there. You know, Lewis got around you there early using that high lane, but you did not step away from your inside lane. Kind of take me through that first stage, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, with the way the setup is, it's kind of on the tight side, so you really have to protect the right front, keep it kind of cool as you run. Fortunately, if you run the top side, yeah, it's the quickest, but unfortunately, it heats up the tire the fastest. So obviously, I was just hoping for a long green flag run there, so I can make the bottom work, and then of course, then made my pit stop and just kind of chilling, trying to protect the 2 tires that I took there, and now I took my other left sides basically. So I only
Okay.
had to use 1 set through the entire cycle there.
Okay. What was my question going to be to you? Dang, I don't remember. Man, I knew I should have wrote it down. I'll think of it and I'll ask you. I'll figure it out. Um, so do you change your strategy heading into stage 2, or do you just kind of keep uh, what's going good for you right now? Because now that you've
Uh,
taken your left sides, is that going to change anything with the way the car's going to handle?
yeah, I might not have the initial fire off speed compared to everybody else here. They took 4 tires. So I might lose a couple positions here early on, but I hope to get them back if we stay green and make another green flag pit stop. Um, at least that's the plan. But if we
Nice.
get some cautions here, then obviously that's going to change up the strategy as well.
I remember my question. Now that I remember, what, if you don't mind sharing, and you don't have to share, you can say you don't want to talk about it. What was your tire wear that for that?
I only remember right sides. Right front was 70 and right rear was like 85, I think.
Okay, good to know.
So definitely on the tight side.
Awesome. And what's the fuel range?
It's about 30. I would say anywhere from 33 to 36 probably
Okay,
is the fill range.
perfect.
You
Thank you.
probably you can probably go further if you had to and say fuel and clutch and stuff. So you
Well,
probably
you're
could make it to like 40.
about to go back green. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I just gotta give a shout out to the team keeping it real.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your stage one win. Good luck the rest of the race, and we'll hopefully get to talk to you again.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Brandon. That was Brandon Six, your stage one winner in that number 66. Getting racked up here again to go back green. He chooses to restart on that inside lane. Wants to keep what he's where he's been good at. And now it looks like the 24 and the 95 are both back on the lead lap there. They both look like they took the wave arounds. Green flag is in the air. Stage 2 is underway right here at the High Octane Sim Series at Kansas. Week number 9. Trying to make a... oh gosh, my brain. I'm over here reading chat. I see Carlos Acosta over here in the chat. Welcome aboard, buddy. I don't even remember what train of thought was. You see Lewis here, though, getting a great run on the outside here. Now, he did say he was concerned, or he wasn't too concerned, but he said he's probably going to lose some spots here because he doesn't have 4 fresh ones. But he believes if he gets a long green flag run, he's going to be able to come right back up there and use some strategy to get back around these guys. You see the number 77 just gets by him, no problem. He's not going to challenge that. He's going to let it just happen because, listen, he's cool, calm, and collected. 97 is going to go to the outside. It looks like the 8 as well is trying to make that move to the outside. And he believes that if they go for a long green flag run like we did that first stage, that he'll be able to pick that time right back up. Man, that 8 came really close to the back end of that 66. And right now it's just kind of like a survival mode for that 66 as everybody's trying to go around him on that outside lane. Back to 5th place right now. Oh, and the 53 is going to give him a little bump there. That's the 53 of Braden Ward. I don't think he expected him to check up that much. I don't think there's any damage. Just give him a little love tap. Somebody cue the B-52s. And now the 53 is probably going to go to the inside here. You see Jeremy Richmond back there in that number 98. Coming back up front. Had a great run that first stage. Oh, he's trying to go to the inside, but the 66 shut the door. So right now, Brandon's went back. He's lost 5 spots since the drop of the green flag. But I believe he will be able to prevail with that strategy coming down pit road. He was able to pretty much make the fuel push the longest. 13 drivers right now on the lead lap. Our biggest mover right now. We got 2 big movers. Paul in that number 8 In-N-Out Burger Chevrolet, as well as Chris Schaefer in that number 23. Schaefer keeps popping up on my list as the biggest mover. He was a big mover in stage 1, and now here in stage 2, up 10 spots, started 18th, sitting P8, right behind our pole sitter of 6 in that 66. Looks like he's going to stick to the outside lane. Going to get a little run here through the middle of the corner and come off the corner. Thought maybe he might go to the inside, but looks like he's just going to stay right there. So back under green flag. We've lapped 62 of 173 here at Kansas. No cautions except for stage breaks. You love to see that. You love to see a good group of guys putting together a great show for us. And Kansas is one of those places where I fully believe that that can happen. And I'm going to go ahead and give a huge shout out while we're under green flag. Well, we'll wait. This is kind of a battle here, and I don't want to miss this. Because you got the 66 leading this group. And he is a little bit slower than them. They're getting bunched up here. Let me take a look at Brandon's last lap was a 31.75, so he's not too slow. 31.73, 31.63, 31.58, 31.61, 30.1. I'm looking at best laps. Man, when you look at all these statistics, I'm looking at the wrong stuff. So Brandon is running about a 32.5, and everybody else is running about a 32.4, 32.3. Somewhere around that area, right behind him. So they're going to be trying to make that move to get around him, and it's probably going to be a little bit of a freight train. As you see, the 18 now dives to the inside, gets around him. Brandon Fetterplace in that number 20, now coming up to the inside as well. Going to make that pass. I don't know if just those left sides were a good call. Still losing spots here in this one. But as he said, you know, lap 103, 102, 104. I know it was one of those. Is where the next position is going to, or the next caution flag is going to be for the end of stage 2. And you're right, Carlos. Green flag racing is the best racing, especially tracks like this. So tracks like, you know, these mile and a halves, Kansas, Chicagoland. I don't know what it is, but I just love these two tracks. Some people tie in Vegas to that kind of layout, but I just don't. The racing at Kansas and Chicago, to me, is some of the best. I just love those two tracks. Vegas, I have love for you, but it's just not as great as these two. No offense. But your pole sitter back to 10th place, 6 seconds off of the leader right now. Yeah, you're right, Isaac. And maybe it's not a mistake, you know, because if you think about it, like you said earlier, he could come down pit road for this stage, just take fuel, and he could make all those spots back up. And you know, when it comes time for the end of the stage, he could gain quite a few spots and be in a position where the caution flag comes out for that end of stage 2, put 4 fresh ones on there, and he's gained some spots back just from taking that fuel. But we'll see as we go through, and we'll check out the rest of the field, see how Nick is doing. He was able to get his lap back there early on. Trouble for him getting into the wall, and I want to see if there's a good time. Was there ever a good time to talk to a driver while they're driving? I don't know. Probably not. But he's sitting P11 right now, 9 spots back from where he qualified. Looked like he had a strong car there in the beginning. Now I think he's just kind of seeing what he can do with it to get it back up there. Most of the time, fuel only doesn't work unless you need it to go less than 5 laps. You know, you bring up a good point, Carlos. And anything could happen. You know, pit stops could cause an accident. I've seen time and time again drivers come down pit road and cause, for lack of a better term, the big one down pit road. So, and that could bring out a caution. So, it's just a matter of what you want to play with. But I don't. I think he made a really bad call with that. Right now, he's looks like the Now the 89 just went around him. Right now, Brandon is in 10th. Nick is, looks like he's trying to go to the outside of him. Looks like that's a left car between them. Nope, that's not who I thought it was. Okay, so yeah, it's Phoenix. He has a lapped car in between them. He is actually, I'm trying to see who the first car a lap down is. Looks like it is. Yes, tire limits tonight, Carlos. 5 sets. It looks like. Why does it sound? It could be my. Oh no, it doesn't sound funny. Okay. It sounded like he was down power, so that's why I was jumping on board to take a listen of it too. So it looks like the first car lap down is Brandon Fetterplace in 14th. Right now, if a caution were to come out, he would be the lucky dog, who I believe also, for those of you that don't know how production works, there's just a lot of moving parts. I know Carlos understands this. You got all these screens open, you're looking at this, you're looking at that, and tonight, unfortunately, a couple of my broadcasters had issues, so they couldn't be here tonight, so I'm flying solo, baby. It's the first time I've flown solo here at High Octane Sim Series. It's a good race so far. Love it. Last week, unfortunately, I think they set a 10-4 broadcasting record of 38 cautions at Martinsville. Listen, I've been there, done that. Week in and week out, I root for control number 116, and every time I'm left disappointed. That's a good one. That's good. Or you know what? You need to start betting on what position he's going to finish, and you start winning some money. That's how you do that one. Oh, 97's down. Looks like he's going down pit road. Brian Messer coming down pit road. Looks like pit stops are underway. I'm trying to see. Nope, I no longer can see what I was looking for. I was going to see when was the last time he went down pit road, because there's a couple of drivers. Jeffrey Goodpasture hasn't been down pit road since lap 39. Ian has not been down pit road since, oh, actually looks like he's retired from the race, because he's not been on track since lap 33. EJ Marshall down pit road right now, so be looking for this number 33 to be coming down pit road soon. He hasn't been down pit road in about 40-ish laps. So he is going to be pushing that window there that we were talking about with 6. Keith Fallen now down pit road as well in that number 24. I'm going to go ahead and take this time. I've not been able to shout out the sponsors. I've been jumping around the track to these different things going on. I get so wrapped up in them. Want to make sure. Oh, whoops. Oh man, I pushed the wrong button. That's never good. Oh boy. Go solo is very stressful, especially when it's announced last minute. Listen. Oh, Carlos knows the pain and suffering right now. Because yeah, I didn't know till last minute, so of course I rushed home and got everything set up. If there's Discord link, I can hop on and help you. Hey, Carlos, I like you. Let me see. Actually, let's see if I can find you on Discord. I might have you somewhere. Let's see. Let's see. So you would be over here. Oh yes, I found you, Carlos. This is gonna be fun. Oh, I have. Let's see, where is... Oh gosh. See, this is... Now Carlos is throwing me a curveball. I'm over here looking for links and stuff. Oh, VR... Well, no, I found you in NSRA. That's where I found you, actually. Invite. Copy. This is funny. Hope I did the right thing. See, I think it's going to throw you in that channel. What happened to Riley Hoots? I'm not sure. So a couple of things, a couple of quick backstories. There were penalties handed out last week due to things that happened during the race. Those penalties resulted in warnings, and some drivers chose to leave. So there was a lot of things that happened. Yeah. Yeah, the KPM left, actually. I was looking at my notes here. I didn't want to say anything wrong, as we're going to jump down here to the channel with Carlos, because I don't think I can take you anywhere. So I'm coming down to you, buddy.
Wait, you can't take me into the broadcast booth?
No, for some reason, the setup over here is funky. I can't take you anywhere out of here.
Well, I can't complain. So right now I'm currently loading into the session. I do have your YouTube feed up, but from what I've seen so far, and from what you've specified, saying that this has gone green flag with the exception of the caution, the stage end. That's some pretty good racing. Nobody can complain about that. Especially with what you mentioned about last week, Martinsville. A lot of cautions is expected for short tracks like Martinsville and Bristol.
Yeah.
And 35 is probably about the average, but it's a long, grueling night. Hopefully you weren't by yourself then.
No, I actually, last week, where was I? I wasn't there. I don't know where I was. I know it was only last week, but I don't remember what I was doing. But no, it was Paul and Kynan there last night. Oh, Isaac,
Kynan?
you can do that? Yeah. He can give you broadcaster role. Hold on. We're going to get you fixed. You'll be able to come to the broadcast booth.
I don't know if I want to get fixed.
That's funny.
Listen, I have a rare Friday off. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a little bit upset. I found out a couple minutes ago that somebody hit my car while it was parked.
No!
I'm assuming, even worse. I'm assuming is that it could have been at my work location, which is even worse.
Man.
It's cosmetic. It's not the end of the world. I'm just
There's a lot of emotions going on right now. You're supposed to be a good Friday off, man. And now you're like, what happened?
I was gonna play D&D. I was gonna hang out with some friends later, and unfortunately, all those things got canceled, and somebody hit my car. But on the bright side, I get to hang out with you for a little bit.
Hey.
I only got to pretty much know you recently.
Yeah.
Although I think we've worked together before.
You know what? Looking at our previous messages, I think you started doing, Belly Up Sports, I think. And
yes,
I sent you the files. Yes, because I was looking at, I was like, oh, we've talked before. That's funny.
Yeah, like I've known about 10-4 broadcasting, and I do remember your voice, but I do remember you did broadcast me recently on Tuesday, where I finished second.
Yeah.
We have, I believe this is 23 going down pit road.
Yes, we got Chris Schaefer coming down pit road, and I'm looking at the stats here. Justin Lewis, in the middle of trying to fix everything, has come down pit road at lap 83. So right now it looks like we've only got 7 drivers who've not come down pit road during this stage 2 right now. And the 23 did exactly what 6 did last time: 2 tires, fuel, and out. So a lot of drivers, I think, took
how many
note
laps
from
until
that.
the stage end?
They've got 20, less than 20 laps, about 18.
I don't know about that. Is the 77 who recently went down pit road got a really good run on our current race leader, Julio Villalobos. And Lobos, I don't know if he was trying to get out of the way or couldn't determine where he was going, but it just kind of seemed like a really bad block in the middle of the corner, and almost resulted in what could have been a caution for Kaz.
And now Brandon Fetterplace coming down pit road. A lot of things mixing up here. 7th on back is a lap down, but the top 4 have not gone down pit road yet.
Yeah, and since I joined late, I actually don't have the telemetry information that I need to even determine as to when was the last time they all went down pit road. A lot of them, it shows that they've never been down pit road, which I don't think is the truth.
So the top 4, last time they went down pit road was lap 52, so during that stage break there at the end of stage 1. So Julio, Brandon, Nick, and Michael all have not come down pit road, and then we have to go back down to 14th of Robert Ballard has not come down pit road, as well as Zach in that number 99. But that, other than that, everybody else has come down pit road or is on pit road now. Oh, we got a car. Jeremy Richmond, very slow. Oh, a lot of damage to I thought I saw smoke, but I wasn't sure what happened. A lot of damage to that number 98. Yellow flag is out. We're going to have to go back and take a look and see what happened there. Because it didn't show me in my telemetry that somebody even hit the wall, so...
Oh, and his engine blew when he got towed.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, gosh. We're going to see what happened here. I saw a lot of smoke.
Oh, you're not going to like this replay when you see it.
Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh, who was that? Let's see. That's an interesting... All right, we'll bring it back so everybody can see it, and I don't sit here and go, ooh, ah, ooh.
We're about to break out into song and dance here.
Yeah. So we're looking at Jeremy Richmond here. I'm going to give us a slow-mo here. Coming through turns 3 and 4. He's coming up on, I believe, I missed who that was. That is the 32 of Robert Ballard. Kind of just, I'm not sure what happened here. He just kind of...
So I don't do too much commentating, but this is one of the things I'm always nervous about during green flag stops, and it's that difference between the fresh tires and the old tires. The 33, I believe that's the number, probably had no idea that he was that Jeremy was coming up with such speed and got to his outside so quickly. I mean, he probably knew that the 98 was coming, but he probably didn't expect to be on the outside right away. It's one of those blink and they're gone type of moments.
Yeah.
And with an actual accident there, obviously no malice intended in this situation, resulted in a car that's pretty much going straight to the graveyard.
And looking at the stats, the Jeremy had really fresh tires, and you look at the 32, he hasn't been down pit road since stage 1. So that's like you said, green flag stops. That's a big factor in these things, and unfortunate for Jeremy because he was having a great night. Really unfortunate.
It's a damn
he
shame,
was running the
unfortunately.
top 5.
Yeah. You know what this was great for, though? The leaders that decide to stay out during this break. You know what it was not great for? The drivers who took 2 tires.
Yes, but there's a lot of people who came down pit road. I see 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th, 15th, but I believe as you get down to like 12th, 8th on back, I think maybe a lap now. No, things haven't cycled through on my end, so I'm looking at weird things.
Oh, sweet. YouTube has a pop-out chat function, so now I can read chat's messages.
What? Should have a fast repair to use. That tow must be taking a while. Oh, I didn't realize there was fast repairs. I'm so used to people not having fast repairs that I don't, I never expect them.
Fast repairs in leagues can be a double-edged sword, but
Yes.
most of the time, especially in leagues that are starting up or leagues that are more casual than serious in terms of atmosphere, it usually benefits them.
Violet Line says, I had to drop out due to a work training. Could have had a good finish for me tonight. I'm not sure who.
Violet line. So we have to look for a car that's violet and has lines.
Oh, that's good.
So this would be caution number 2, and
Yep.
remind me again, how many laps do we have until this stage number 2 ends?
So at 104, so less than 10 laps before we have another caution here.
Interesting, interesting. I don't expect anybody to go down Pier Road unless a caution comes out for the stage break. But yeah, all right. So now it's gonna be Julio
25 car.
Villalobos.
So it's Ian.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Ian.
reading
Oh,
the
there
chat.
we go. Okay. Yeah, Julio Villalobos, Brian Messer, Nick Alford, Brandon Six, who was the stage 1 winner. I know that because I hopped in as he was doing the interview, and I didn't know it was just you until I realized it's just you talking, and then you said it's just me.
That's funny. I've done it so many times that it's almost natural.
I had to do a Daytona 500 by myself.
Okay.
That was not fun.
Listen, I'll tell you what's not fun. I did the Charlotte Roval by myself, and I thought I was going to gouge my eyes out.
I blew up my voice around the quarter of the way mark.
Oh, gosh. Man, a 500, man. Oh, man. Nope. Yeah, not happening.
So this is 1-2 green, I believe. About these first couple drivers here, who do you think has the best chance of winning stage 2?
Well, well, I'm going to say not Brian Messer because he has almost 30 laps on his tires compared to everybody else.
He's the control car, right?
No, that's or is it Julio the control car? Who's the 78? So Julio is the control car. 97 is on the outside.
Oh, it shows me that the 97 hasn't gone down Pier Road yet on my end. So he didn't go down Pier Road during this.
Correct.
Is it possible he just chose the outside line and is the control car?
Maybe. I didn't see where things happen.
So until green flag comes out, this 97 is shorting his car.
Yeah, now it shows me. Now mine's updated. So he may be the leader here. We'll see once the truck comes down pit road who takes off first. Actually, I think you're right because just the way the cars are staggered. But I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon wins this one, sitting in 3rd place right now. Gets a great restart there. The 78 did not go anywhere. And now that 66 is going to be looking to get in front of that 78. If he can get in front of that 78, he's gold.
Oh, he's didn't quite get in front. Oh man.
Oh,
man. He's in front now, dropping down to the inside.
He's got it now. Man, so all that, and look, like I said, Brian is dropping like a rock. He is in a Chevrolet, so it makes sense.
Oh, boo.
Oh, caution.
Oh. I'm not seeing anybody. I see Phoenix Mattern was shown off track. Brandon Federer Place was also shown off track.
So we'll go back.
But I'm not
take a
actually
look.
being shown that they were involved in incidents.
Go back. Oh. Ooh. A lot of checking up there. A couple of different drivers. Everything good though. No, I don't think anybody's damaged. Let's see where's Phoenix? Yeah, I was able to get back rolling. So this caution may actually take us through to the stage break. So it looks like Brandon's going to be your stage 2 winner as well.
Well, how about that? Excuse me for my silence as I'm
No,
actively
you're
trying
fine.
to get my overlay and everything set up in a last minute deal just so I
Cautions
can
breed
have like.
cautions, fighting for those
Yeah.
base points. Yeah, it really does. And I'm seeing here, it looks like the number 18 is going to be the first car a lap down. Going to get a wave around. They'll be back on the lead lap. So they'll put 11 cars on the lead. And this is what happens, you know. They didn't get to do a full green flag cycle in pits. So that really messed up quite a few drivers. And here comes Brian down pit road. He's not making that mistake again. But if this goes through the end of the stage, I don't know that I would have come down pit road because I could have got some stage points.
Well, it's over, right? The stage 2 is over.
No, 104.
I don't think Brian. You said he hasn't gone down pit road. It's been a while. We saw what happened with the the 66, your current race leader, who stayed out. Who took 2 tires.
Yeah.
On that second run, he dropped like a rock. He dropped pretty quickly, and he did have a little bit of help with those tires, but still, he did drop very quickly. Probably, for a smart move, just go down pit road. Take your lumps. You made a mistake if he believes he did. And then just start at the back. Don't cause anything,
Yeah.
or don't put yourself in a position where you can take yourself out of the race with 73 laps to go.
Yeah, and I think it says Jeremy Richmond wants an interview. We'll see if we can't bring old Jeremy up here.
All right. Well, you do that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get myself something to drink.
Oh,
so
I
I'm prepared
can't.
for this.
I can't drag him in here. Okay, let's. Do you see the broadcast booth?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can go there. Meet me there.
Wait, but I've seen the broadcast booth before.
Really? Oh. I didn't.
Hi.
For some reason, it wasn't. I didn't think it was working earlier. I tell you, technology. What a beautiful thing. Got Jeremy Richmond up here. Jeremy, I know that's not how you wanted things to end. Kind of take me through what happened there.
I was just biding my time, trying to catch the 77. I knew I had a good long run car. I think the 32 was just on way older tires and just got tight. And I was 20 miles an hour faster, so I didn't really know where to go. So I just went high, and then he just came up into me. It's a racing deal, It happens.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You were having a great car because, there for a while you were up front, came down pit road, and that car looked fast tonight.
Yeah, it was. It's still pretty good. I'm 3 laps down. Try to see if I can work some strategy and get my laps back. Yeah, I was happy with it. At least, I don't think I had anything for Brandon 6, but I think I had a second place car for sure.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you were able to get it back out there. I forgot there was a fast repair. It's unfortunate you had to tow. That's what really messes things up.
Yeah, that's what killed me. It was a 3-minute tow because I was on the front stretch.
Man, you'd think they just take it across through the grass and put you in pits.
I know, right? Like a 10-second tow.
I feel like it'd be like a 10-minute tow if you just passed your pit box and had to go all the way around the track.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
All right,
yeah,
well,
that was the killer.
Man. Well, good luck. 3 laps, I think that's easily doable. Able to make back up, especially if you get a couple of these back-to-back cautions. But getting ready to go back green flag here.
Yeah, pull me in while we're green flag, man. That'll be fun.
I don't want you to take anybody out. I can't get in trouble for that.
Oh, no, you're good. I talk all the time in my team chat, so we're good.
All right, good luck, Jeremy.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That was Jeremy Richmond in that number 98. As we are getting the line back up. Looks like we're actually going to go green. Can't see the pace truck. Yeah, looks like we're going to go green. So we're going to get like basically a green-white checkered, I guess you could say, for the stage. Quite a few drivers did come down pit road during that. Green flag is in the air. Brandon is the leader. bringing them back to the restart. Julio in second, Justin Lewis in third in that 77, and Nick up here on the inside lane in that number 95 in that Coastal Pacific Chevy. Coming off of turn 2, a little slicing and dicing there going on the outside lane. Justin Lewis, we've seen him all race, just absolutely loves that outside lane. You see such a great run there. I believe they're going to take the white flag here. Oh, 78 and 77 almost touch. White flag is out. Oh, man. For this stage, Nick coming to the outside lane, want to try to gain some spots here. All of this is for points here for the end of stage 2. 78 trying to close the door on the 95. Not able to. Nick right there at the quarter panel. Brandon 6 got about a 0.3 lead over second place of Justin Lewis. Brandon's going to bring home stage number 2 just like that. Justin Lewis, Julio, Nick, Michael.
Right, so 9 rounds into this season, how many duplicate winners have there been?
None. 0.
Well, actually, is it over? The caution's not out.
That's what I was wondering, because...
Is it at the end of lap 105? Because if that's the case, then Lewis is going to get the stage win.
You know what? Yeah, it says 6 with another stage win. Hold on, let me take a look at it. It's supposed to be lap 104.
Oh, it should have been over then.
So, maybe they're keeping it green?
Oh, wait. Isaac said caution within 5 laps of stage finish calls the end of stage.
Oh.
Either way, if that's the case,
okay.
then it was Brandon 6.
Okay. I'm over here. I missed that message. That's funny. So now, Lewis, just like stage number 1, he was able to ride that high line, take over the lead. But as the stage went green longer and longer, he really drifts back there. And now look at that, Jeremy Richmond up here. We just talked to him about getting his laps back. Just got to get around the leader, and he's only 2 laps down. And I'm going to go ahead. I was about to bring up the sponsors, and I keep getting distracted by things on the track. So we'll try again. Want to give a huge shout out to Captain Jack's Smokehouse. Listen, Carlos, do not get hungry right now. This is no time for hunger.
I think I have to leave.
I don't know where you live, but if you live near Annabelle Island, you need, I'm sorry, not Annabelle, Amelia Island. And it looks like they're opening a new location in Yulee. I don't know where that is. I think it might be in Florida. I'm pretty sure it's in Florida.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, for Fernandina Beach, Florida. So if you're ever near this place, you need to check out this food, because I'm looking at their website, and every time I look, I'm starving. Okay, and even looking at this food on the screen, it looks delicious. I mean, look at it all. It's just
Fernandina Beach, Florida.
There we go. I'm bad with pronunciations, Carlos.
Oh man, this looks scrumptious.
Isaac's over here drooling in the chat. Like we gotta. But huge shout out to them.
Navigate me to Captain Jack's Smokehouse.
How many miles away am I? I'm pretty far.
It's a 6-hour drive.
Hey, that's not bad.
It's not bad. I'm all the way down in Miami. That's all the way near the tip of Florida.
I know where you are. Yeah, I used to live in Vero Beach, so not far. I used to live like 3 hours north of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's see how far away I am now. I'm in Indianapolis, so we'll I'll bring it back so y'all can see the race. But let's see how far.
I think it's a little more than 6 hours.
Ooh, doggy, 13 hours. Let's go. I'm only 895 miles away. But make sure you check them out if you're anywhere near there. They got multiple locations now. They've got all kinds of things. They got catering. Even if you live in the area, You can go on their website, check out jobs. You can go to CaptainJacksBarbecueSmokehouse.com. You can visit them. And I actually believe they got some merch, I think. Maybe, I think there might be another sponsor I'm thinking of. But don't go look at the menu. They got the flying pig, frickle chips, which is breaded pickles. Amazing. Sounds great. I'll tell you what I want, Carlos. Fresh pork rinds. I don't know if you've ever had fresh pork rinds. They're delicious.
I've had the cheapo stuff, and you know they're okay, but I wonder what fresh pork rinds, like actual pork rinds, are like.
Listen, I have found pork rinds in a popcorn bag. You throw them in the microwave, they pop just like popcorn. Best thing ever. I'll eat those all day.
No cap?
No cap. None. 12 bags. The whole thing.
I might have to try that out. And what other sponsors do we have here tonight?
So we also have Dubby Energy. Jitterless Energy Blend. They've got some great deals going on their website. Believe you can get a pack of 3 for about $66 on sale right now. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, I get their ads all the time on Facebook.
Listen, me too. They're all over the place, especially every time I talk about it on the race. Next thing you know, it's all over my phone.
Hey, they have an official paint scheme.
Yes. Who drives? I'm trying to think of who has it right now. I think Nick usually drives it, but tonight he's driving Coastal Pacific Marketing on that number 95.
I gotta say, I like that 95 paint scheme. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Jeff Gordon's 2007 Memorial Day car.
Yeah.
What a beautiful car that wrecked very early in the race.
Yeah. And then our other sponsor's car is in that number 24. Speaking of Jeff Gordon, there's Captain Jack's Smokehouse car. I love that paint job. I love the little fire guy so much.
I love that number 24. That font. That reminds me of Jeff Gordon's motorsports or his own racing team that ran the Busch series back in the 2000s.
Do you remember? I'm going to ask you. I don't know. How old are you, Carlos?
That's a personal question.
Nope.
I'm 27.
Okay, you might know. I'm older than you. Do you remember the Jeff Gordon energy drink?
No.
No. Oh my gosh. No one ever. I think I'm too old. Gordon in about 2008 brought out his own energy drink, and I have never found a better energy drink
I should have known about
in my
this.
life.
This is when I started watching NASCAR, 2007, 2008.
Yeah. So good. You have to look it up.
Oh, you know what? I have seen it. My dad sent me a photo of this back in the day. I remember this now. I've never had it, though.
Oh, man. The best. I'm telling you. And it looks like you can still buy some on eBay right now.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. $25 in stock for one can. It says used.
I don't want to know.
The can is empty. There are some dents. There is a pinhole on the bottom because I emptied it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Please note my handling time is set at 10 days due to my work schedule.
Oh,
International buyers welcome.
That may be the best ad I've ever heard. That sounds like something I'd find on Facebook. $25 for an empty can.
Is this what Amp Energy became?
You know what? I try to think back to that time frame, and I think that's around the time that it really was starting.
No.
No?
No, because 2008 Junior was in the car, and he had the Amp Energy car.
Yeah, and Amp.
So it would be at the same time.
Yeah, it came around the same time, and I'm gonna tell myself I used to mix this stuff with vodka, and it was the best.
How old are you?
34. I was not of age, just so we're clear.
Oh no, you can't say that.
I will confess my sins right here on 10-4 Broadcasting. Oh
man.
They will never find
But
me.
yes, you know what? I'll change my answer. I do remember this. I just forgot until I saw the image, and then I unlocked the core memory.
It's like sounds like some Dragon Ball Z stuff. But here in Kansas, I got us way off topic. I apologize. Lewis has a 1.8 second lead over Brandon 6. Nick Alford right behind him. Julio in 4th. Keith in 5th. As you see now, the number 98 kind of has fallen back. And unfortunately, you know, the way these things work, Carlos, if he's not the first car a lap down, he's not going to get a lap back. He's still got 6 drivers in front of him that are going to get laps back before he does. So he has to play the strategy just right in this situation, and it's not easy. It's not going to be easy for him. Hey, Captain Jax is in the chat, boy. Welcome.
Hey.
He's over here saying, "Let's go 24."
I have to restart my chat. I don't see that showing up here yet.
Keith is over here. It's actually on Facebook chat. So I see. I've got Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube all in my thing. I can see them all.
Yeah,
caution flag.
Wondering. Oh, I was just about to say it's gonna be hard considering the fact that we went a whole first stage and a half caution free, with the exception of the stage break.
The number 18.
And do we have a caution now? Ralph Halton. Or Hatlin.
Wait, what did you say his last name was? Oh, Hatlin, yeah. Sorry.
I'm dyslexic. I got them backwards, and then I realized my mistake.
Listen, I do that all the time. Go back and take a look at this yellow flag. Oh, he just comes off the corner bad and gets into the 8.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Crunches the back end of oh, and then gets the 99 at the same time. That's unfortunate for them. The 99 of Zach Rednius is in 16th at the time. The 8 was in 13th. And I want to say, yeah, so Rafe is in 11th right now. Looks like all the drivers coming down pit road. Go back to the live look. Yeah, all the leaders coming right down pit road. Look at that 66 right on that 77. Doesn't want to give him any space. So right now we're looking at less than 50 laps to go. And I want to say, looking at my stats, this is stop number 4 for the 18, the 66, the 50 or 95. This is stop number 5 for Justin Lewis, Keith Fallen, Michael Call, Brian Messer. So these guys are going to be very close on tires. Okay, they may have one set left, maybe. And from what I've been hearing, these tires get eaten like Skittles. It's a bad analogy. I don't know where I was going with that, but I love Skittles, so.
I apologize. My sister was calling me, and I did not know if everything was all right, but everything's all right.
Hey, listen, I get that. A phone call happens, you're like, why are you calling me?
Well, I picked up because she's currently on her way to Orlando, and
nice.
She just called me right now. So, you know, a little part of me was like, did something happen? Why is she calling me right now? She just left.
Right.
Yeah. So you know,
the
this
high
situation,
gas prices,
you always
she
gotta
ran
pick
out
up.
of gas.
Well, it's going down a little.
Yes.
And here, Shell, come sponsor us, 10-4 and through ITV.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that if you have the Shell rewards thing, you get 20 cents off? No, that's incorrect. You get 5 cents off a gallon if you have the Shell rewards things. And if you have T-Mobile, every Tuesday you get an additional 20 cents off.
What?
So every single week I get 25 cents off my gallon at every Shell I go to.
I didn't know that. See, I get 5 cents
And
off.
it really helped out those couple of months. Yeah.
Especially down there. I saw y'all's gas prices. I had to come down there during the summer, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's expensive.
I think right now my local one's at 360 something.
I drive trucks overnight. I was in Kentucky last night. I saw gas for $2.95. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
I remember when it was that.
Just so we're all clear, nobody lives
I remember
out
when
there.
it was 250.
But
And
listen-
I also remember when it was a lot less than that, but I wasn't driving around that time.
Right. Isaac, man, I wish I was racing. Kansas was one of my 4 race wins last year in the Xfinity Series. Man, Isaac, I don't know if you should keep watching. I feel like you're going to feel really bad because you're not out here. There's a gas station in Maine called Cumberland Farms. You remember you get 10 cents off per gallon. They got those in Florida.
Yeah. I mean, it's always nice to join those rewards. I mean, even join the ones that you don't even go to regularly. There's a
Just in case.
7-Eleven that I actually can't remember what the actual gas company is. But I've had to use that a couple times, and I think they offered 3 cents off a gallon for being a member.
Yeah.
So I actually filled up today. I actually had 35 cents off because they gave me an additional 10 cents off because I filled 2 times this month.
Nice. That's awesome. I have to fill once a week at least.
Oh, I have a friend who goes to school and work at the same not the same time, but in the same day.
Yeah.
He has to fill his car every 3 days.
Oh, man.
So every time we mention gas, he's like, "Oh man, it gets worse."
He's the kind of person that wishes he could buy a Tesla. And listen, I'm telling you, if you've not rented one, you need to. Your life will be changed.
I would like to try them out one day.
Oh, so great.
I'm not against changes to the world. I do know that electric cars are the future, even though we're not fully set up for it yet. But it's cool.
It'll
And
be
a lot
there.
of them, they look cool, and they also handle and can drive for it.
Hey, here's something that you probably don't know. I only recently moved to Indianapolis last year. They're actually working on constructing a road that you drive on, and while you're driving on it, it charges your car. Like,
Oh,
Bro.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know that's been tried before. Oh,
crazy.
that's the future.
I can't.
That's,
couldn't imagine.
yeah.
Then you ain't never gonna pull
Unfortunately, though, I also foresee that being a premium option, where in the future like, you can pay to charge or pay to get extra horsepower.
over. Like the Florida Turnpike.
Or, yeah, well, try to avoid that. I want to get involved in an accident. Of course, I guess it doesn't matter when you get hit when you're literally parked working.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse. As we are coming back to the green flag here, lap 129 is what we're going to be coming to. Still anybody's race, but so far it's been the Justin Lewis and Brandon Six show. Green flag in the air. Lewis gets a great start there. Nick gets a great start in that inside lane. It'll be interesting to see if that 66 stays on the outside lane or if he tries to get in behind Nick, because the 66 has been loving that inside lane. To come off of turn 2, and cautions breed cautions, but we'll see. These guys have been really great on these restarts. They've been giving each other a lot of room. And look at that, Brian Messer up here. After last stage, he kind of stayed out on old tires and dropped way back, but now back up here in 4th.
Isaac letting us know that the Xfinity race might actually be going on tonight. I don't know if anybody's been keeping an eye out. It's been delayed because of the rain and thunderstorm, but
No
if it is,
surprise
it's going to
there.
be a very late night. Yeah, and more than likely tomorrow's race will probably
Yeah.
also be delayed heavily.
It's the only
I don't know who
unfortunate
decided to put I don't know who decided to put Daytona in like the most active parts of the weather season in Florida, but
part. Listen,
I'm sure they had a reason.
yeah, the reason is they're waiting for a hurricane to hit in the middle of a race.
What a move! But I couldn't quite see what that white
That
and black
was the
car was.
89?
Kind of, cut down in front of
Yeah.
the driver in front of him. High risk, high reward type of move right there.
Yeah, he's lucky the 78 kind of allowed that to happen. Michael Call made a close call there, but paid off. And these guys are really neck and neck right here from about 4th on back. And I want to give a shout out to Jeffrey Goodfaster in that 33, sitting P4 right now. Looking good in that Superflow Ford. I almost said Chevrolet. That's a tendency I have. Now they all single file down the backstretch. I'll ask you, Carlos.
Well,
After watching, you came in at I think the end of stage 1. Uh, who do you, who would you have as the underdog right now? Like, who do you think could really surprise everybody and pull this off?
I got a root for my Hispanic friend Julio Villalobos.
Number 78, right there.
Yeah, I believe that is the Mexican flag that's being shown on SDK.
Yes. I believe so. It's so tiny, it's hard to see.
I actually had a friend with the same last name. It's a very nice last name. Unless I'm mistaken, it means village of wolves.
Nice. I did not know that. I actually liked how that sounds. It's always interesting to learn, like the history of some of these names. Speaking of,
Yeah, like for example, my last name Acosta is a man of the coast.
Mine's simple. I think mine's a house on the top of a hill in Ireland. I think that's what it's supposed to mean.
What is it?
Hammond.
Hammond?
Yeah. I think that's what. I could have dreamed that. Let me go.
Well, a lot of names have meanings. Some subtle, others not.
Oh, it means home or house. Of course, it's Anglo-Saxon, in case nobody knew.
We got a nice battle here for third.
Internet's a funny place. Third, where am I? I'm sitting in P11 yet. Look at that, Jeffrey. Like I said, Jeffrey Goodpaster is putting on a show right now, and look at this. Brandon Six is falling back to 5th place. Keith Fallon in that number 24 Captain Jack Smokehouse Chevrolet up to P4. And now look at that, Brian in the 97 up to 2nd. So this is really anybody's show. Right now, Justin Lewis has a 1.5 second lead over 2nd place. But the longer the run goes, that tends to be when Justin starts to fall off. But that can change also because the things on the track are changing at the same time.
Now, can they make it the rest of the way from the last time they went down pit road?
No.
They cannot. So there's at least one more stop.
They're probably at least 10-ish laps short on fuel. Because they went on lap 124.
So with that difference, you can't make that up by saving fuel. So even if a caution comes out, they're going to be going down pit road one more time. Although I'm sure the drivers want to go down pit road because of a caution, just in case they make a mistake, either entering pit road or leaving it.
And that's the other thing too is, who has what tires left. There's a couple of guys I'm looking at here. They've been down pit road 6, 7 times. They could be on their last leg of tires because that's another. You could make a mistake and accidentally take tires when you didn't want to. As that 24 car just went around the number 33 of Jeffrey Goodpaster. That 24 car is on fire right now.
That 24 car is on fire, but the race leader's just constantly cranking out some really fast ones. Every single lap, he is about 1 or at least half a tenth to about 1/10 of a second faster than 2nd and 3rd place. And these last 5 laps is just constantly being quicker, running quicker lap times. I think unless a caution comes out, this could be Lewis's race to lose.
It really could be, and I was still, I still have high hopes for 6, because now, I was talking so highly of that number 33. He's now dropping back. I think he may have used up everything he had in the tank to get up to P3. He's now dropped down to P7.
And it looks like he might be dropping more soon. Actually, no, my bad. So that is the battle for 6. I thought it was a battle for 7th. But Michael Koch currently in 8th, a little bit ways behind. Chris Schaefer even further behind. And contact between Rife Hatlin and Cunningham. They're in the middle of the corner, and they're racing pretty tight.
Wow.
There might be a caution here. There may be some frustrations brewing.
Well, and Feder places laps down. Look at this.
Oh, they're still. Yeah, I apologize. That's not Cunningham. It's another driver.
Wow, I'm not. That's
So if you
Interesting.
can go back,
yeah.
they made some pretty heavy contact in the middle of 3 and 4 last lap.
Let's see if I can.
And now Hatlin is just dropping. He already lost the position to Cunningham.
Oh,
And
listen
I think
to this.
he's got some mechanical damage. What's up?
We're gonna go back and take a look at that. But Cat and Jack's Smokehouse just said on Facebook, free slab of ribs for the first person who comes in and says, I love 10-4 broadcasting. Listen, if you're anywhere near Captain Jack's Smokehouse, you go get yourself some ribs.
I wonder if I can be there with the 6-hour drive and get there first.
Listen,
What time
I'm
do
mad.
they close?
I'm mad that you and I are not in Daytona Beach for the race right now. We just drive up to Captain Jack's for lunch tomorrow. Man, all right, so we're gonna go back.
I had a pretty big dinner, and so I'm full. And
Listen,
usually
I
when
don't
I'm full,
care.
I'm not hungry. You showed me that plate of food. When you get a chance, show that plate of food again, and it got me all kinds of hungry.
I'm missing. I think my. Oh no.
What's up?
I think my live timing just crashed. Come back.
Oh, that has unfortunately. It's not common, but it has happened, and it's a shame.
I think we're coming back. Oop, oop, oop. Uh-oh. I think something much worse just happened.
Oh no! Do I have to set up my broadcasting feed?
Give me 1 second. I think everything just kind of froze. This is odd. This has never happened before, ever. I don't hear anything either.
I'll set up my broadcasting feed then.
This is odd. Oh my gosh, live timing is open like 34 times. Hold on. This has never happened. Of course, when the racing's getting good. Man.
Well, I'll tell you what's happening so far.
Yeah.
While he's setting that up, these last 5 laps in a row, Fallon has actually, Keith Fallon has passed and gotten into second place, and he is running down your race leader. With the exception of the last lap, he was running him down slowly, about a hundredth of a second every single lap. So not only that, but Villalobos is currently in third, and he's actually outpacing Fallon just a little bit as well. So, in the long run, they are 2.2 seconds and 3.2 seconds behind, respectively, with 25 laps to go.
Okay.
It's really not enough right now for them to catch up, but it's something, something happens, maybe a couple mistakes from Lewis, maybe lap traffic plays a factor. We could see a battle for the lead.
Okay, so we're kind of back here.
And ignore the race title. That's all being set up as because in case you're not familiar, and if SDK crashes, it will restore to its last safe spot.
Yeah.
And usually that doesn't
Jerk.
take into effect of the recent changes.
I love technology.
I mean, I gotta say, if the choice I had to make the choice between SDK and ATVO, and while ATVO was great for many years, those last couple of years I was with it was nothing but disappointment.
Yes.
I have less customizability with SDK, but the stability outweighs all that.
Any day.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. We're back.
Turn this into a radio broadcast real quick. Sir, we are amateurs. But yeah, we probably should have done that right away. Completely forgot.
Woo! All right, so we're back. I got so excited about the Captain Jack's slab of ribs. Listen, I got to find a friend that lives close to me. Hey, you want some ribs? Go to Captain Jack's right now.
And then
Say this.
mail some to me.
Yes. Whoever goes, I need to know. Yes, we are back. I apologize for that. And now my
Heath Fallon went down pit road. He is
Yellow.
an early drive. Oh,
Who was
this
that?
could be great or really bad timing for Fallon.
Cunningham. Massive
Man.
damage set number 9. Fallen, I think he'll be okay. Because he's down pit road. He's going to service, obviously. I think this
Ooh,
works
leader's
out.
about to cross the start finish line. He may go a lap down.
I think it may give it back to him.
They'll give it back to him. Actually, no, they won't because he hasn't left pit road yet. So he will be a lap down. So he's going to get that lap back because the leader's going to go down pit road. But he's going to be all the way at the tail end of the pack.
That's not a bad... It could be worse. We're going to go back and take a look at that caution flag here. Oh, looking at the wrong person. Haha, love when it happens. We will do a quick little... All of my stuff is messed up now that it decided to crash. Oh, he was coming down pit road. You can see here Michael Cunningham slowing up, coming down pit road. And you know that transition, Carlos, from
Yeah.
the track to the apron is just... At a lot of tracks, it's tricky, especially when you've got a lot of wear and tear on these tires. It's not an easy feat.
And everyone went down pit road.
Let's see. Sorry, I got so many warnings on my screen from OBS saying, "Oh, you skipped 79% of your frames in the last 3 minutes."
That probably happened when you opened SDK
Yeah.
75 times.
Whoops.
So we got 20 laps to go. We're going to be restarting
Man.
with about 16, 17. It's going to be medium run, I'm going to say. Who do you think so far has been excelling at these medium runs?
Well, now I'm kind of mad because now I don't know when people last pit. So it looks like Chris Schaefer did not pit at all. So he's gambling. He's playing the gambling man right now.
I'm being shown he went down pit road on lap 125.
Okay. Oh man, that was a while ago. I'm gonna go with.
It was 25, 26, 27, 28 laps ago.
Oh yeah, we're on lap 153. I don't know why I thought we were farther along. Medium. In this situation, Jeffrey Goodpasture is really good on these restarts, and he's been able to get up to a podium. The problem is he's not been able to hold it. So we're probably going to go green with I'd say 17 or 16 to go.
They're around there.
That's if there's a car that I would want, it's that one right there. Him or Justin Lewis. Obviously, Justin Lewis has a really good car on the drop of the green flag. And this actually plays into favor of him because Brandon 6 is much better on longer runs. And it's just not going to be a long enough run for Brandon to pull it off.
Very interesting point of view. I don't really know much, since in the fact that I tuned in the middle portion of the races. I have to sneeze.
I like Isaac's commentary in the chat. Turned into a radio broadcast real quick. Yeah, no kidding. Welcome to MRN 10-4 style. Actually, I think Three Wide TV is live tonight, aren't they? I think they've got a truck race going on.
Peter
at,
Short,
NSRA.
fantastic broadcaster, handles NSRA.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna tune in here, hang out for a little bit, and then go check out Peter.
That's pretty funny. It's
I'm sure he won't mind. We all like to stick together, help everybody out.
Oh yeah, that's what I love. I actually was talking to Will the other day about that. Is the fact that I love, you guys at 3 Wide TV, um, Turn 3 with Roger Muth. Uh, there's just so many different ones, you know, and we all love. Oh no, now these daggone. Please excuse me while I go to YouTube and get rid of these sex bots.
Oh, they're back. Oh
I
man,
swear they're so
they're the
annoying.
worst.
I
You're
swear.
just over here. Yeah, you're just over here enjoying a broadcast, and you look to the chat, and there's just a bunch of sex bots. And even worse, something I actually don't like about YouTube, they don't really give you an option to get rid of it for everyone. You have the option to get rid of it for yourself. You can only delete the messages, but with these bots, the message is not what matters. It's the name of the bot that's
Exactly.
important
So
for them.
stupid.
Yeah,
It's
it's the worst.
I don't know why they've not fixed
And
it.
it's like a 3-step process to even
Yep.
report them and get rid of it. It's horrible. Hopefully that gets changed soon.
So, all right, that's taken care of. Goodbye, whoever you may be in Iran, Iraq, Russia. I don't know where you are. Germany.
Goodbye, stranger.
Getting racked up here to go back green. Oh, it's green. I'm sorry. Green flag is in the air. 17 laps to go. Justin Lewis gets a great start there. And now Brandon Six going to drop in right behind him. And guy I'm watching, that number 33, Jeffrey, on the inside of that 89 just a little bit. Oh, he's going to slip into that outside lane. He wants to go to the outside to get around that
66
78.
looking inside for the lead.
Oh, back to the lead. 66 has always been good on that inside lane, but he's not been able to get it to stick during these restarts because that 77 is so strong on that outside lane.
Isaac saying he's going to go grab
Oh,
some
now they
food.
swapped.
He's going to check out the rest of the broadcast later. What's going on?
Well, the 66 swapped to the outside lane, and now the 77 dropped to the inside. Gonna pick up some food. Hey, Isaac's going to Captain Jack's. I know what he's doing. Thanks for tuning in, Isaac. It was great having you
Yes.
here for the broadcast. It's going to be a good finish here, I believe.
Oh, so
Kansas-
far, Lewis has been able to hold off that hard charge from the 66 of Brandon Six.
And now he's going to the outside.
Oh my God, is that why he's running the 66? So it can be
Because-
666?
You know what? I don't know. I just put that together myself because I was wondering the same thing earlier.
If that's the case, then the league, thumbs up.
I don't see El Diablo on the front though. That's what I.
Maybe it's a subtle joke.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to be too straightforward with it. Looking at our biggest mover of the race right now with 14 laps to go, Michael Cunningham in that number 9, spun around there coming down for pit road, but had a fast repair most likely, used it, and now he's back up there. Didn't hurt himself at all, trying to get around the. Now it looks like that's a 16 cars a lap down. So his next position would be that number 18 right there on the inside lane, that baby blue and black, driven by Rafe. As they're battling the left car. Oh man, these things get tight coming off the corners.
Sure do.
Back
I
up
want to
front.
quickly point out as Brandon Six is starting to charge back up again for the race lead. Not the last lap, but the previous 2 laps in a row, Lewis was actually running his best laps of the race. He ran a 31.309
Yeah.
and a 31.307. And then, of course, these last 2 laps, he kind of slowed down a little bit as the tires are wearing out. But, he's trying to do the best he can. Struggled a little exiting there in turns 2, 66 of 6. Wasn't able to really do much there with that little mishap. As going into turns 3 and 4, Brandon Lewis is, doing a great job of pulling away.
I'll tell you, just every race, he is always so quiet and collected. Nick always finds a way to just be there at the end. May not be loud and up front for laps and laps on end like Justin has been, but he's there. So if something happens, say these two get together, he's in the perfect position to come away with a win here at Kansas.
All right. Well, this is race number 9. Who have won the first 8 races?
So the first 8 races, we've got. Oh, I was in the wrong place. Oh, here we go. So you'll know this name. A couple of these names you'll know: Christopher Darling, Martin Plute.
Oh, I do know that name.
Yeah, Riley Hoots, who is no longer with the league, I believe. Jeremy Richmond, Jacob Field, Brendan Matthew Batby, and Christopher Schaefer. All are 1 winners. So each have won 1 race. We've had no duplicate winners. So right now,
No, top 10.
if we took at Brandon 6, he's 22nd in points. He's only made 2 races. So if you win, you're in.
I was gonna say he's not racing like he's 22nd in points.
And then I'm looking for Lewis. I don't even see Lewis on this race. This could be his first race.
These last 3 laps, Brandon's 6 has been outgunning Lewis there, and Alfred actually just ran a faster lap times than both of them this last time by. So you're right. This could be a 3-car battle if these 2 cars up front start battling side by side, which they kind of already are.
Yeah, Nick is loving seeing this because I keep watching the ticker and I keep seeing that lead just diminish. And anything can happen, and your boy Julio could win. He's sitting right there in 4th, only a second and a half back.
Caution, caution!
Caution flag.
Ralph Hatton.
Oh man, I was seeing some
Rafe.
things.
I apologize. Rafe
Oh,
Hatton.
massive damage to the front of that thing.
That car's done.
We're gonna go back and take a look here. Hopefully, it don't freeze up like it did last time. I'm glad it was able to come back though. That would have been messy if I had to restart.
Yeah, well, oh man!
Man.
What are the chances we both did the
right?
replay at the same time? That's 2 hard hits.
Man. All right, so let me bring us back here.
Oh, he got clipped there at the end before.
Yeah.
He didn't hold the brakes, and got clipped there.
So we'll go live, and then we will press play, and you're gonna see. We're gonna watch this unfold in real time. The 16 gets to the wall, comes down, gets pushed in the back by the 8. No, nothing that anybody can do. Comes back up. Oh, right there. Just.
Oh man, just like Jeff Gordon in that 2007 Memorial race.
Oh, yeah. Let's gonna go back here.
The only difference is there wasn't a Red Bull car to kind of help lift that car up in the air slightly.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do a slow mo here. You see the 16 bounces off the wall, pushes the 18 down. Get a close-up look at this. Just gets rear-ended. Nothing the 8 could do there. And once you touch that grass, for anyone who doesn't have iRacing, it's like ice. And he's just going to keep sliding, come back up into the track. Misses. Nope. I think he missed the 8. I'm not sure there. That's
By the way, during this, Brandon 6, Alfred, Lewis, and Villalobos all went down pit road.
Oh, yes. And now Michael Call is your leader.
By the way, keep a camera on him, because you'll see the driver clips in as he's still rolling.
Oh, right here. Oh, just barely. Just as if there wasn't enough pain. At 18, blew the engine, so he's now on pit road, getting a tow. Now, everything has changed at this point.
Yes.
Call, Cunningham, Bojnak, I hope that's how you say it. Fallen, Schaefer, all stayed out. Top 5 drivers stayed out, and everyone behind them went down pit road. So now,
I don't know if that's the winning move. I don't think it's the winning move.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be hard to get around 5 drivers cleanly.
Oh, it's not going to be that hard. Just go to the outside with those fresh
That's
tires.
true. That's true. And if anybody can do that, Justin Lewis has no problems running up against that wall.
Well, we talked about one of our sponsors again recently. Why don't we talk about our other two sponsors while we're in this caution
There's
break?
two?
Well, you said we have two other sponsors.
No, we have two. I messed that up. Sorry. Dubby and Captain Jacks are our two sponsors. And if you've not checked out Dubby, if you go to the website, you can get 3 containers, I believe, for a deal right now. Dubby Energy is the maker of a clean gamer energy drink to help enhance focus, concentration, and reaction time with no jitters, crash, or bad ingredients. And let me tell you what, if you're doing these endurance races that iRacing be putting on the roadside, you're gonna need this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Some of those 12-hour races, just unbelievable how long they go for. And you know, maybe you're asking why Dubby. Contains no calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin. I hope I said that right. No fillers and no artificial colors. So make sure you check them out at dubby.gg. I don't think I've ever seen a GG page. That's interesting.
Discord.gg.
Oh, yeah. I never thought about that. Yeah, so
I'm not asking why. Actually, that was a perfect. Don't worry about it. I was gonna set up a joke, but I already forgot what it was.
But I will say they got a lot of flavors. They've got what is that? Dub Slide, Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade. That one sounds interesting. Beach and Peach, and Passion Joy Tea. And it looks like they've got a new Monkey Madness Hydro Hydration. So Hank, little backstory. A lot of things happened last week at Martinsville. Quite a few drivers ended up leaving the league and opened up those numbers back up. So unfortunately, Batby is no longer racing as we take the green flag here. Call gets a great start. That outside lane did not get moving at all. Wow, that really just opened things up. And that's 77. Look at that. Goes straight to the inside.
Oh,
5
man.
wide.
Whoa.
The 9 is dropping like a rock.
This is what I was mentioning.
Ooh, driver's in the wall a little bit there. 23 gets it under handled. 77 already back up to second place. Brandon 6 right behind him. Michael Call in the lead. Gets a great start, but now he's going to have a whole full rear view mirror of these two. Oh, and they touch coming back off of the corner.
5 flags out, though. That's all that matters.
Oh, man. Could this be the winning move? This is going to be... There's no way he's going to be able to hold this. They're going to go 3 wide coming out of the corner.
Who's not going to back off?
Man!
Wow, Brandon 6 to the lead.
What a block by 6. I can't even believe there was room to do that.
I may have been a mistake. He gave him the outside line. That's probably not what he wanted to do. They're sliding in the back.
Oh! Around goes the 89. Oh! And 6 wins it. Man, they were... listen, that was really close. I'm not sure.
Wow,
Oh, man.
huge wreck at the back. 95, number 8 involved. But, yeah, I knew it was a mistake to stay out. There was a little bit of a chance there. I got to say, the driver that stayed out on the lead, he held it on a lot longer than I thought he would have. And got to give props to the drivers for keeping it clean until the very end. But, wow, it's just... what a... Did you see those cars that split a driver 4 wide?
Just coming back to watch what happens here. Just chaos across the line. Oh, and the 95 goes for a ride.
Are you watching it at 2x speed?
I don't think so. No. It did look pretty fast, though.
Yeah, regardless, what a fantastic drive by Brandon 6 and Justin Lewis. Side by side. Could have been anybody's win.
Wins all the stages. Why did he leave?
Clean sweep.
Yeah, clean sweep. Something happened, Moody. It was a crazy race last week at Martinsville. You can go back and check that out on our YouTube channel. it may tell the story. I'm not sure. I've not gotten to watch the entirety of that one yet. But here tonight, Brandon 6th, first place. Justin Lewis. Julio coming home in third. Fantastic run for him. Our biggest mover, the 23, 14 spots finishes in P4. Great job.
That could be different because of the fact that your SDK crashed. Because for me, the biggest mover is Brandon 6 of 20 spots.
Oh, you're right.
We may have to save that one for next week. But unfortunately, I'm going to be stepping out. I'm glad I was able to help you out until the end of the race.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Just, yeah, sure.
I'll send you a message.
Thanks for inviting me. That was a fantastic broadcast. Nice to, distract myself from a disappointment of a Friday today turned out to be.
Hey, I'm glad that you joined me, and I'm glad that it was on the up and up afterwards.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with the rest of the broadcast, and I'm sure the drivers all have something to be proud of tonight.
Yeah, I gotta round everybody up. It's like herding cattle.
All right, bye everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe to 10-4 TV, or 10-4 Broadcasting, I should say. My bad.
And 3 Wide. Don't forget about them.
All right, good night, guys.
All right, see ya. All right, we are working on getting everybody where they need to be. I think I'm missing Lewis. Oh, there he is. Oh, I can't pull him up, so I will just have to go down there when the time comes. But we're going to go ahead and bring in our first, our third place finisher here with us right now. We've got Julio with this. Man, take me through the, just take me through your entire race. You were able to bring home third place, wild finish there at the end. And it's kind of, Kansas is a unique track, and I imagine for you it's kind of tiring because 173 laps is quite a feat here at Kansas.
Yeah, it was a really hard race. We finally get a podium finish. We were finishing for almost every race. The last lap was really wild. I think I pushed someone that blocked me, and then I don't know anything what happened behind me.
Hey, all that matters is that you come home P3, and you were really driving the wheels off of this thing all night. Kind of take me through your strategy, and is there anything you think that you could have done different to possibly have something for Lewis and 6 there at the end?
There's nothing I can do. There was a lot of traffic. Something I will change of the race. In the first stage, I didn't change tires, and I get like 10th position.
Okay.
And I usually would finish like 3rd position in the first stage, but everything else, it was really good.
Awesome. Well, again, great finish here tonight for you in Kansas. I'll take a look at the points real quick. So you're sitting in 3rd in points coming into tonight. So you're going to be able to gain some more points on Nick because you finished ahead of him and in front of Brandon Fetterplace. So great points night for you tonight as well, since you got some stage points in there for the first and the second one. So great job tonight all around.
Yeah, it's really cool to be here.
Awesome. Well, while I got you up in the booth, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, to Axel Motorsports, Capsule of the Time, Unknown Paints, Jeep Import Price, that are my sponsors in this car.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Next week is Richmond. Looking forward to that, and we'll look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you very much.
Before he goes.
Oh, yes.
Before he goes, can I ask him a question?
Of course.
All right. Mira, una pregunta. ¿Tú piensas que tú puedes hacer algo diferente en ese último chance que tenías?
No, la verdad no. A lo mejor, no sé, buscar arrancar por dentro. Creo que el 77 arrancó por dentro y fue el que salió más adelante de nosotros al final de la recta posterior.
Ay, bueno. Eso fue un chance. Ojalá que la próxima chance que tú tienes te vaya a darte mejor.
Muchas gracias por hablar en español.
De nada, que tengan una buena noche.
Gracias, igual.
All right, now it's my goodbye.
Awesome. Thank you, Carlos. And thank you, Julio.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
That was Julio in that number 78. Bring it home in P3 here tonight. We're going to go ahead and move along to our second place finisher, Justin Lewis. Man, Justin, I don't have the stats on how many laps you led, but I know it was a lot. Kind of take me through maybe. I know those late cautions are something that we never want to see. Is there anything different that you could have done to get around 6 there at the end?
Yeah, no. First off, congratulations to Brandon. He was kind of hiding his pace there early till about the 3/4 mark of that race.
Yeah,
So when we got to 20 to go, he kind of showed his true strength. So I knew I had to push it. And I think if we would have went green before that final restart, I had him. But taking tires is the best bet with all those guys staying out. I mean, I didn't expect to go 5 wide on the restart, but I had the run. I figured this is the best chance to clear him, meaning Brandon, and we didn't make it the full distance, but I mean, we made it a good photo finish. I mean, he that lap or the car that didn't take tires kind of pinched me off of 2, and I didn't want to fence him, and I fenced myself, trying not to wreck all 3 of us. But that was a good finish. First time in the league, and hopefully have time to be back.
that's what I was wondering because I was looking through the points. I'm like, I don't see Lewis's name, so it's got to be a new. Because typically I'm not here to produce on Friday nights, so there's some names I'm like, okay, I don't remember that name, I don't remember that name. But when I went to go see yours, I didn't see it up there, so I was like, he's gonna come in here and win in his first race, you know.
Yeah, I got a hold of Nick about probably an hour and a half before this race. Seen a post on Facebook, and I tried to sign up for the league a long time ago when I was looking for some leagues to run, and I messaged him and was like, "Is there any way to get in on this?" And he sent me the PayPal and got in there, and here we are. So
That's
it was
awesome.
it
Well,
was a
we're
fun
glad
race.
you're here. You put on a heck of a show tonight. You and Brandon, just it was great watching you run up against the wall and him kind of run that low line, and he would switch and try to uh, be up there and take your line, but it just wasn't working for him as much as it was working for you. So great job on that. And next week's Richmond. How do you feel about Richmond?
I'm kind of the opposite I am here. Like, here's a short run speed type of race for me. But Richmond, I figured out just from running some NIS races in the past Richmond races, need some long runs. It'd probably be if we can get the long runs, that'd be my strength. If we get short runs, some kind of a mid-pack car. So just gonna see. Hopefully we can make it. I got another league that's in there. It's actually gonna be my wife's birthday next weekend, so we'll have to
Oh,
see how that goes. So
yeah, yeah.
please the wife.
Yes.
But, I'll
Just give
try
her
to
a
make
really
everything I
big
can.
steak and make her tired. That's what.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Hopefully, she didn't hear that. I didn't say
No.
that.
No. Thank God.
Well, again, congratulations, Justin. First race in the league. You did a great job. Put on a heck of a show for all of us. While you're up in the booth, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah. I got some real sponsors on there that for my sprint car racing stuff. Bradley Aircraft Company, Jeff Air Pilot Services, myself really for funding a lot of that deal. Double O Transport. That's my trucking business, and that's pretty much it. So
Awesome. Well, congratulations on second place, and we'll hopefully, maybe, see you next week at Richmond.
yeah, let's see. I hope to be there.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
It was Justin Lewis in that number 77. And now the man of the hour, the man that just was able to, after the first stage, you come around and you had that strategy, and we watched you drop back, and I doubted you. I lost $60 because I doubted you, but don't tell nobody. But it was you just had so much patience and some cautions fell into your lap that you needed to happen, and you were able to come through, win stage number 2, and then bring it home for you brought it home when it really counted there at the end. Kind of take me through the end there because I know you guys went down pit road and 5 drivers didn't. So was there a doubt that you wouldn't be able to make it back up there?
Obviously, at first, you always have that doubt if you'll get it back up there. I took two tires to try and get in front of Justin, mostly because I knew I need to be mostly out in front of him. So when he got out in front of me after the restart, I was like, well, there goes that. And then I kind of threw it into the bottom, and it stuck. Like it had a lot of grip. I was really shocked, and I'm like, all right, maybe I'll be able to rip the bottom. And he takes the high side. So then I kept running the bottom, and it kept sticking. So luckily, I was able to pull it off and get by both of them there at the end.
Well, it's you did a fantastic job here tonight. Is this now you're in? You're locked into the playoffs. You are the ninth different winner here tonight. You were 22nd in points. Now you're locked into the green area. Um, how's it feel that now you kind of just can relax?
I always find it funny, like you can say you relax, but in a way, I always find it where it's like it makes you want to push harder,
Yes.
go for more wins, and figure out maybe a little bit more speed in certain areas of the tracks that we go to, and just to better yourself going into the playoffs and stuff. So, I'm new to this league still. This is like my third race now,
Third. Yep.
so um, I'm still trying to figure out all the drivers, how they all race, and all that good stuff. So tonight was a very exciting race, that's for sure.
Now I have to ask, do you have any sponsors on your car? Because I just see a black car, and I don't know if sometimes my trading paint is messed up.
Nope, I do not. I just
Okay.
have
I just
I have a generic black carbon paint.
That's pretty funny. That's good. All right, well, you're the winner here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and ask. Uh, does anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my team, keeping it real. We put a lot of work into a lot of different tracks, um, and then I also got to give a shout out to obviously my family, and then a shout out to obviously the broadcast.
Awesome. Really appreciate that. And, congratulations again on your first place victory here tonight. Uh, third race in the league, bringing home the win. It's just got to be a great feeling.
For sure.
Um, and sorry, I'm going through my notes here. But again, congratulations. Next week, Richmond. How do you feel about Richmond?
I'm actually excited for Richmond. I'm actually really good in these cars on short tracks.
Nice.
So as long as I obviously I excel more in long runs, but I am pretty fast there on short runs too. So it should be a very good track for me.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations. Good luck next week. Now, like I said, you can kind of breathe, but still go out there and lay it down. Get all those bonus points as you can before heading into the playoffs, which it looks like, looking at the schedule, we only have. Oh, next week. Next week is the last race before the playoffs.
Well, hopefully, we can get the final win of the season and go into the playoffs pretty strong.
Yeah, 260 laps at Richmond, 6 sets of tires, looks like. So, you came in at the right time and you won at the right time too.
For sure. Go in
Awesome.
hot.
Yeah, right, exactly. Hot at the right time. You're like and you're number 4 on Discord, so it makes. I'm about to say you like Kevin Harvick, but now it all makes sense.
Yes, I am a Kevin Hart fan.
Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week at Richmond.
Yep. Thank you. You have a good one.
You too. Well, that was our winner. Uh, Brandon 6 in the number 66, bringing it home tonight here at Kansas. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Can't thank you guys enough. Can't thank Captain Jack's Smokehouse enough for all that they do. Shout out to them. Love what they do. I'm gonna tell you, one day I'm gonna show up at Captain Jack's and I'm gonna walk up there and be like, "Hey, it's Tim from Tim 4," and they're gonna be like, "Hey, we know who that is." But shout out to them. Shout out to Dubby. Shout out to High Octane Sim Series, of course, for bringing us on. Only one race left before the playoffs start. You're not going to want to miss next week. Tempers could be hot. Tempers were hot last week at Martinsville. You know, it's short track racing. Things happen. Short track racing again next week. Uh, it's going to be a great show here at the High Octane Sim Series. Make sure you give us a like over on Facebook, Twitch, as well as YouTube. We will have a great